So welcome to the another section. So in previous section we have defined how the shape functions are going to find out in global coordinates and local coordinates we have discussed. So today we will find out the shape function for an bar linear element, nothing but one dimensional element, how the shape functions are going to define. So that we will see today, nothing but shape function for an bar element, one dimensional bar element we are going to find out. So for this, consider an bar element. So this is an bar element I am going to consider, which are going to have the nodes 1 and 2 I am going to have. So this is of length L I am going to consider. Here the displacement functions I am going to consider as the displacement function as pi 1 and pi 2 I am going to consider. Displacement functions are nothing but field variables pi 1 and pi 2. With respect to these field variables, if I am going to make polynomial equation, pi is equal to a1 plus a2 x, some polynomial function I am going to pick up. So nothing but considering a bar element of length L and field variables of pi 1 and pi 2 acting at the nodal elements of n1 and n2 respectively. Now for this condition, now I am going to consider a polynomial function of a bar element pi is equal to a1 plus a2 x. So I am going to consider a polynomial equation pi is equal to a1 plus a2 x because of one dimensional element. If I am going to consider where the values of a1 and a2 are known as polynomial coefficients, where the values of a1 are also known as polynomial coefficients. So now these polynomial coefficients of a1 and a2 we have to find out. By finding the values of a1 and a2, we can find out how the values are going to how the shape function is going to come up for a bar element. So now to find out this condition, we have to apply the boundary conditions. So now by applying boundary conditions, so first we will see the boundary conditions at the node, first node. At the node 1 we will see the boundary condition. If you see at the node 1, the value of pi is equal to pi 1 here, and the value of x is equal to x1 itself. And at the node 2, the value of pi is equal to pi 2 and x is equal to x2. So these are the boundary conditions we are going to have. So now what we have to do, substitute these boundary conditions in equation 1. So by substituting this boundary condition equation, we will get pi is equal to nothing but pi 1. If I am going to substitute pi 1 is equal to a1 plus a2 x1. Similarly, the second boundary condition, pi 2 is equal to a1 plus a2 x2. So by substituting the boundary condition, we will get the another two polynomial equations which are represented as 2 and 3. So now what I am going to do, I am going to subtract 3 minus 2. From equation 3 I am going to subtract equation 2. Then the equation can be written as pi 2 minus pi 1 is equal to a1 plus a2 x2 minus a1 minus a2 x1. So here the value a1 is going to get cancelled out. So from this, pi 2 minus pi 1 is equal to a2 x2 minus a2 x1. If you see what is the common term here, a2 is the common term. Just remove the common term. It can be written as pi 2 minus pi 1 is equal to a2 of x2 minus x1. So what we have to find out, the value of polynomial equation a2 we have to find. Therefore a2 is equal to pi 2 minus pi 1 by x2 minus x1. So the value of a2 we have find it. So now the value of a1 we have to find out. So for that condition, what you have to do, substitute the value of a2 in equation number 2, then we can find out the value of a1. So what I am going to do, substituting a2 in equation 2 I am going to do. So what is of equation 2, pi 1 is equal to a1 plus a2 into x1 is the equation 2. So substituting a2 value here, then it can be written as pi 1 is equal to a1 plus a2 is pi 2 minus pi 1 by x2 minus x1 into x1. Then pi 1 is equal to, by simplifying this equation, x2 minus x1 plus pi 2 minus pi 1 into x1 divided by x2 minus x1. I am going to take LCM. Then this LCM will transfer to here, a1 of x2 minus x1 plus pi 2 minus pi 1 into x1 by x2 minus x1 it will come. Now we have to simplify this condition. So next it can be written as, so how the equation is going to come up, pi 1 is equal to a1 of x2 minus x1 plus pi 2 minus pi 1 of x1 by x2 minus x1 it has given. So when transfer this condition to this side, then pi 1 of x2 minus x1 is equal to a1 of x2 minus x1 plus pi 2 minus pi 1 of x1. So just transfer these pi values to the other side, then it can be written as pi 1 of x2 minus x1 minus, if I am going to transfer this plus to this side, it will become minus pi 2 minus pi 1 into x1 is equal to a1 of x2 minus x1. So what are the condition we have to find out? The value of a1 we have to find. Therefore a1 is equal to pi 1 of x2 minus x1 minus pi 2 minus pi 1 of x1 divided by, transfer this x2 minus x1 to this side. If you are going to simplify, this x2 will get cancelled out. Then the equation can be written as a1 is equal to pi 1 minus pi 2 minus pi 1 by x2 minus x1 into x1. It will come as like this. So next what you have to do, therefore, so by this the values of a1 and a2 we have found it. So next what you have to do, if I am going to take LCM as x2 minus x1, then it can be written as pi 1 of x2 minus x1 minus of pi 2 minus pi 1 of x1 by x2 minus x1 it will come. So substitute the values, then pi 1 x2 minus pi 1 x1 minus pi 2 x1 minus plus pi 1 x1 it will come by x2 minus x1 it will come. So pi 1 x1 will get cancelled. So from this the equation can be written as pi 1 x2 minus pi 2 x1 by x2 minus x1. Therefore the value of a1 is equal to pi 1 x2 minus pi 2 x1 by x2 minus x1. So we have found out the values of polynomial coefficients a1 and a2 we have found out. So now what we have to do, substituting the values of a1 and a2 in equation 1 we have to substitute, and finally the shape function we have to derive for an bar element. So now what I am going to do, substituting a1 and a2 in equation 1. So what is of equation 1? Pi is equal to a1 plus a2 x. So what is an pi is equal to a1 plus a2 x. Therefore pi is equal to a1 is nothing but pi 1 x2 minus pi 2 x1 by x2 minus x1 plus a2 is nothing but pi 2 minus pi 1 by x2 minus x1 into x it will come. Now what you have to do, by simplifying this we will get the required equation. So then, so what is the equation it has come? Pi is equal to pi 1 x2 minus pi 2 x1 by x2 minus x1 plus pi 2 x minus pi 1 x by x2 minus x1. So if you see the LCM is same, if I am going to take LCM for the both conditions x2 minus x1, then pi 1 x2 minus pi 2 x1 plus pi 2 x minus pi 1 x it is going to come. If you are going to take the pi 1 terms and pi 2 terms as common, then pi 1 of here pi 1 is x2 minus pi 1 of x2 minus x1 minus, if I am going to take plus pi 2 of x2 minus x1 by x2 minus x1 it will come. If you are going to divide pi 1 of x2 minus x1 by plus pi 2 of x2 minus x1 by, so this x2 minus x1 can be written as, this x2 minus x1 can be written as the value of L by L, that is equal to pi 1 of x2 minus x1 by L plus pi 2 of x2 minus x1 by L. So it is in the form of where x2 minus x1 can be written as n1 pi 1 plus n2 pi 2, where the shape function pi is equal to n1 pi 1 plus n2 pi 2. So like this the shape function we have to derive. So from this it is of bar element of one dimension, the shape function n1 plus n2 is equal to 1 it will come. So to check how this n1 and n2 has came, we are going to have some check. So first we will go with first I will see how the value of n1 plus n2 has become 1. We will go with one check. So first we will consider at node 1. So up to here the derivation has finished. To check this condition, how this n1 plus n2 is equal to 1, how it has become. So for this condition, if at node 1 if I am going to consider x as x2, then what is n1? N1 is equal to x2 minus x by L. That is called, if I am going to substitute the value of x here, it will become x2 minus x2 by L. So the equation will become 0. Similarly, n2 is equal to x minus x1 by L. That is equal to x2 is x2 minus x1 by L, where x2 minus x1 can be written as L. That is equal to L by L. That is equal to 1. Then from this n1 plus n2 is equal to 0 plus 1. Therefore n1 plus n2 is equal to 1. So it has proved. So that's why for one dimensional bar element, the shape function pi is equal to n1 pi 1 plus n2 pi 2, and n1 plus n2 is equal to 1. So by this the shape function we have to we have derived the shape function for an bar element of one dimensional element. So we have completed the derivation of a shape function, derivation for one dimensional bar element, and we have found out the shape function for an bar element. Now we will see one example problem. So see here, find out the displacement variables, nothing but displacement variable nothing but n1 and n2 we have to find out. Displacement variable u value we have to find out from the left end of the bar element. So see here, from the left end of the bar element he has given at a distance of 2 by 5 L, and field variable u1 is equal to 4 mm, u2 is equal to 12 mm in local coordinate system. In local coordinate system we have found out the two shape functions at starting of our bar element and the center of our bar element. So here in this problem he has asked from the left end of our bar element find out the displacement variable he has asked. So for this condition, so the bar element he has given 1 and 2. So if you see, the value of u1 he has given as 4 mm and the value of u2 he has given as 12 mm he has given, and at a distance of the bar element from the left end it is acting at a distance of 2 by 5, at a distance of 2 by 5 L, and the total length of our bar is L. So in local coordinate system we have to find out the displacement variable. So in local coordinate system u is equal to n1 u1 plus n2 u2. So in local coordinate system, when the system is going to have from the left end, the shape function n1 is equal to 1 minus p by L and n2 is equal to p by L. This we have derived in the previous condition. So now what, by just substitute these shape functions here, then therefore u is equal to 1 minus p by L into u1 plus p by L into u2. So here now substitute here 1 minus, here p is nothing but the distance he has given 2 by 5 L, it is acting 1 minus 2 by 5 L divided by L into u1 value has given as 4 mm plus p can be written as 2 by 5 L into L by here u2 is 12 mm. Then by substituting this whole condition, it can be written as here LL will get cancelled out and here the LL will get cancelled out. Then it can be written as 1 minus 2 by 5 into 4 plus 2 by 5 into 2 will it come. So from this, the value of displacement variable u, the value of this is 7.2. So the displacement variable for a local coordinate system when the bar is acting from the left n, if the local coordinate is present at the left n from here, then the displacement variable u is equal to 7.2 it has came. Similarly, if they are going to ask from the center, the values are going to differ here, n1 and n2. Then n1 will become 1 by 2 minus p by l and n2 can be written as 1 by 2 plus p by l. Just substituting these values and finding the values here. Here p values are differed by what are the distance they are going to give, at what distance they are going to add, that we have to take as an p value.